So as I mentioned before, this is to solve non-homogeneous equation where fx not equals to 0. So there are two methods, method of undetermined coefficients and method of variation of parameters. So for today's class, I will cover on method of undetermined coefficients. So method of undetermined coefficients is treated by cases. Okay, we treat it by cases. So there are 4 cases for your class that you need to know. Okay, for this semester we cover 4 cases only. There are actually 5 cases, but we choose only 4 for you. So case 1, the case is depend on the fx. Okay, the first one, case 1, if fx is a polynomial of degree n, then we have the solution as this one. Okay. Fx, for example, equals to x squared plus 1. So it's polynomial of degree 2. Okay. So the yp, so this is to determine yp. Yeah? Yp will be what? Ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay. If fx equals to x plus 2x, for example, so yp is ax plus b only. Okay. If fx is power 3, so the highest of yp should be, the highest power will be power 3. So it depends on the fx. Okay, so it just be like this, ax squared plus bx plus c. For case 2, where fx is in form of exponential function, for example, you have fx equals to 2 exponent negative 2x. So your yp, the solution for yp will be 2 exponent to c or a c exponent negative 2x. Okay. Oh, before I forget that one y equals, the solution for non-homogeneous is YH plus YP. YH is the homogeneous part, the one that we have learned before. You need to find that one. You need to equate the equation equal to 0, find the characteristic equation, and obtain the YH. That is Y homogeneous. And then YP is determined by from this case, is depend on the fx. Okay, we continue. If case 3, the constant, the fx is cos or sine. Okay, for example, fx equals to 2 cos x. So your yp will be a cos x plus b sine x. Okay, you must have cos and sine together. Okay, I give another example. Fx equals to 4 cos 2x. So your yp will be equals to a cos 2x plus b sine 2x. In order, this is a solution for yp. Yeah? Case 4 is the combination of all these 3 cases. For example, you have fx is equals to exponent x plus sine x section only. Okay, if multiplication like this, exponent x sine x, this is case 5. So we don't learn this one. Okay, we don't cover in this semester. Okay, so you just need to know until case 4 only. So the yp will be yp1 plus yp2. So meanings yp is equal to c exponent x plus a cos x plus b sine x. So you will perform it separately, yeah? And you will add them together at the end. So so the ABC, so it depends on you what unknown you want to use. A, B, C, D, E, except X, Y, H, P. Okay, the other unknown that's not appear before. So for example, you have in YH, you already obtain A exponent X plus B exponent negative with x. So you already have A and B. So for YP, you start with C. You don't use the same unknown, okay? We want to differentiate it because we want to see that it's not the same thing. Okay, let us learn more on the solution of YP, okay, by case. Okay, okay. Let me create a whiteboard here. Put the color. Okay, the screen. White screen. Okay. Now, if we already have y-ish is equals to a exponent 2x plus b exponent negative 2x. Okay, for example, we already have y-ish. The homogeneous part is this one. So if the fx, okay, the term on the right is equals to this one, 3 exponent 2x. For x. Okay, I got by cases lah. I do it by cases. Case 1 first, x squared plus 2x plus 1. And then x plus 3. And then fx, we have exponent 2x. Fx, we have 2 exponent 4x. And then fx, we have 2 cos 2x. Fx, we have 2 sine 2x. And then we have exponent x plus sine x, x plus exponent x. Okay, for the first one, fx equals to x squared plus 2x plus 1. So this is polynomial of degree 2. So this is case 1. So the yp will be, okay, since it's already a and b here, we will put c. Cx squared plus dx plus e. Okay, that's a yp. And then second one is a polynomial of degree 1. So yp will be cx plus d. Okay, and then here exponent 2x, it is of degree, is exponential. So a, b, c, we start with c. C exponent 2x. Okay, but here you see exponent 2x, the same term in yp and y-ish. So it cannot be the same, exactly the same thing. It cannot be the same. If there is, if you got yp, the term is in the y-ish, okay, the term is the same as in the y-ish, you need to multiply by x. Okay, you need to multiply by x for the yp. If it's still the same, you need to multiply by x squared. Okay, for example, if you have x here, for example, x here, so it's still the same. If you put like this, you have x exponent to x, exponent to x. So you need to multiply by another x, it become x squared. Okay, so in this case, you only multiply by x. So when you multiply by x, the term now is different. Okay, it's different. This is considered as one term. As x exponent to x, one term. Exponent to x, one term. Okay, now it's different. Okay, for yp, the next one will be c exponent 4x. So you see this is 4x. There's no exponent 4x in the y-ish. So it's okay. You don't have to multiply by x. Okay. And then for the next one, yp will be c cos 2x plus d sine 2x. So it must come in pair, must have cos and sine together. And then yp is equals to c cos 2x plus d sine 2x. Okay, there's no similar term as y-ish, so then it's okay. Okay, so yp. Now exponent x sine x, right? So yp1 plus yp2. So yp1 will be c exponent x plus yp2 will be d cos x plus e sine x. Okay, remember don't use the same unknown. Okay, next is last one. yp. Okay, this is combination between x polynomial and exponent. So it will be ax plus, sorry, cannot x because a is already in the homogeneous part. So it will be cx plus d plus e exponent x. Okay, so if you're confused, you can use f, right? Okay, so that's it. Is there any question on the solution of YP, on how to choose the solution, how to state the solution from the fx? So I'm going to test you now. For A, if fx equals to B, fx equals to 2x squared plus 4. C, fx equals to 2 sine 4x. Yp equals to 4d fx equals to, so by referring to this y fx equals to exponent 2x plus cos x. So yp equals to what? Okay, let me check your name list first. Where is it? Okay. Okay, for A, what is the yp? Irshad Hakimi, what is the yp for A? We're referring to YH here. Yeah.
C exponent negative 2x.
Is it?
Hmm.
Are you sure? Compare
Yeah.
the YH. Is there any similar term?
Hmm. Ada tambah x ke?
It's not x, we multiply by x.
X.
Okay, because it's similar here. We also have exponent negative to x there. So
Yeah.
now when we multiply by x, it's different. Okay? Okay, thank you. Very
Ah.
good. Okay, B. Benedict. Benedict, what is the answer for YP? B?
Cx
B?
x square plus dx.
Dx. That's it?
Yes.
What E?
Or plus e.
Okay. Don't forget the mana. This one is fixed, It's fixed. Although you have x, although you don't have x in there, although you don't have 4 in there, this is fixed. Okay, always this 3 term if it has 2 other. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, C. Ashif bin Muhammad Shukri. What is the answer for what?
C sine 4x plus D sine 4x.
C sin 4 plus D
D
sin
sine
4x.
4x.
Why do you repeat the same thing?
Tengok.
I said it should be
Yeah.
in pair, right? Sin the pair is what?
Okay. Yang depan tu C cos.
Cos,
Ah.
C cos. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Okay, D. Okay, D yang special sikit siapa Who's the lucky one? Who's the lucky one? Who's the lucky one? Oh, Hong Liang. Okay, what's the YP for D? Tak ada? Oh, tak ada? Okay, Po Yong Hao. Please don't write because I cannot see because I'm presenting here. Please say something. Okay, Mak Rosa, Okay, Suwita binti Subri.
Yes.
Okay, what's the YP?
C exponent to x
Mm-hmm.
plus D cos x plus E sin x.
Okay. You confident with your answer? That's it? It's finalized? Mutamat?
Wait. No. C
No?
exponent to x tu sama dekat atas kan.
Yeah. So what should we do?
Darab dengan x.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Okay, thank you. So many of you got the idea. Okay. It's only when it's the same as the in the term in YH, then only you multiply by X. If not, you just proceed. Okay. So you are, I think you are expert already on how to get the YP, how to choose the correct YP.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Okay, good. What is it?
The D one is why the cos x we don't change it to negative sign, different with the C one.
Sign to negative. Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Why
The-
the cos we don't change to sign?
This one?
Ah,
You
like
don't.
the previous question, the C one, the
Mhm.
sign we change it to cos.
No,
Why
we
the
don't.
cos?
We don't change it. When it's sine or cos, the fx is sine or cos, it must have cos and sine as the YP. Do you get the idea or not?
So
It's
must
always,
have.
yeah, it always come in pair. Must have them together. Although it's just sine, you must have cos and sine. Cos plus
Oh,
sine. If it has cos, cos plus sine also. Okay, got it.
got it. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, is there any more question on this? Okay, no? All right, we proceed to the next slide. Okay, I think the next slide is on the method. Okay, this is the step to find the YP. This now we just choose the solution. So now we determine the type. First, we determine the type of fx. Okay, whether it's polynomial or exponentials or sine or cos or the for case 4. So meaning case 1, case 2, case 3 or case 4. Okay, and then we obtain the YP. Okay, we have obtained this now. So the next step is we need to differentiate first and second time. Okay, first order and second order derivative. Okay, and then we need to substitute in where? In the original equation given to get the value of the constant. Okay, ay double prime plus by prime plus cy equals to fx, right? So after we obtain the yp, we will substitute here. Yp prime. Okay, we substitute in here. We will get the unknown of the yp. So at the end, only the unknown on the YH is there. For the YP, we will obtain the unknown. Okay, no more unknown. So it's okay, we'll just take a look at the example later on. Okay, this one. This is case 1, meaning it's polynomial. So first step is, so I've mentioned just now, the solution is y is equals to YH plus YP. Okay, the solution for non-homogeneous. So meaning you need to find what is the homogeneous solution first. How to find the homogeneous? We let the equation, it becomes 0. Okay, so maybe we want to write it first. Y double prime plus 3y prime minus 10y equals to 0. So we write the characteristic equation m squared plus 3 minus 10 equals to 0. Okay, so if we factor it out, m plus 5 and and minus 2 equals to 0, right? So m1 equals to negative 5, m2 equals to 2. Am I right? Okay, so this is real and distinct roots. So your y-ish, okay, the homogeneous will be, so this one you have learned before in exercise 2.1. A exponent negative 5x plus B exponent 2x. So this is the y-ish that you will refer. Okay. So since this is case 1, so this is polynomial, so there will be no terms the same as the y-ish. Okay. So you don't need to multiply by x. So now the fx is equals to 5x squared, right? So your yp will be, okay, no more a, we continue, c. Cx squared plus dx plus e. So this is your yp. Remember the next step is differentiate yp prime, yp double prime. Okay, the next step is we differentiate 2cx plus d, respect to x, and then 2c. Okay, after we differentiate, what we need to do, we will substitute in this original equation. So the original equation is actually y double prime plus 3y prime minus 10y equals to 5x squared. So y double prime is 2c plus 3. Y prime is 2cx plus d minus 10. Y is cx squared plus dx plus e equals to 5x squared. So what we need to do is now to compare the left hand side with the right hand side to get what is the value of c, d and e. Okay, let's collect together term with x squared, terms with x only, and terms with without x and without any variable. So let us expand it first. So this one you need to be careful. Please avoid any careless mistake. Okay. So first, this one. Okay, the x squared term will be negative 10 equals to negative 10c. Negative 10c equals to 5. And then the x term will be 6c. Okay, you have 6c. What else? Minus 10d. This one equals to 0 because there's nothing on the right hand side, meaning it's 0. And then constant 2c, okay, the term without x or x squared plus 3d minus 10e equals to 0. So these are simultaneous equation that we need to solve. So it's up to you whether you want to use calculator or not. So in this case, I'll just solve it manually. So c is equals to negative 1 over 2. So since c is equals to negative 1 over 2, we can find what is d. So what is d? D equals to? Yes? Negative? Anyone want to help me? 3 over 10.
10.
Okay, the last one. Substitute. 2 times negative 1 over 2 plus 3 negative 3 over 10 minus 10e equals to 0. So what is the value for e? Come on, please calculate it for me. E we should get equals to minus 19 over 100. Do you get the same thing? Tak? Calculator je ni.
Still calculating.
Okay. Okay, boleh?
Same answer, Doctor.
Okay, good.
By the way, Doctor,
Yes.
why our fx is positive, not negative?
Our fx positive. Our fx positive.
Yeah. The 5x square.
Uh-huh. Why you want to put negative?
Oh, sorry. I got it wrong.
Okay. Okay, so we can conclude that yp is equals to c is negative 1 over 2 x squared. Okay, just substitute the value of the unknown. Okay, minus 19 over 100. So this is the yp that we want. So remember the solution is y is equals to yh plus yp. So don't forget to write the final answer. So your final answer will be y equals to, write the yh first, a exponent negative 5x plus b exponent 2x. Okay, the yp now, minus 1 over 2 x squared minus 3 over 10x minus 19 over 100. So that's it. If it's given initial condition, you can find what is A and B. If not, you just leave it like this. Okay, so that's the first example on the first case. Is there any questions so far? So I repeat again the step. First, you need to find the homogeneous solution YH, and then you find your YP corresponding to your fx, okay? And then differentiate the YP, y prime, you get the YP prime and YP double prime, and substitute in the original equation given, and then find what is the unknown, substitute the value of the unknown in the YP, okay? You get this one, and then combine to get the final answer is combine what is YH and YP. So you'll get the answer. Okay, simple, right? Very simple. As long as you know how to find the correct YP. Okay, next example on case 2. So correct. Exponential form. Okay. So now, okay, we will do the case 2. Okay, and the exponential. So the first step is find the homogeneous equation. So y double prime plus 4y prime plus 4y equals to 0. So find the characteristic equation. This one no problem, right? Very simple. So what is the value of the m? M will be, anyone? M plus 2 squared equal to 0, right? So m is equals to negative 2. This is real and equal roots. Okay, so your YH should look like this. Right? A exponent negative 2x plus bx exponent negative 2x. So this is the YH that we will refer. Okay, as you can see, there's no terms the same because it's exponent negative x. This is exponent negative 2x, so it's different thing. Yeah? So if it's exactly the same, then only you need to multiply by x. So YP, if as fx is equals to exponent negative x, so your YP is equals to c exponent negative x. So YP prime is negative c exponent negative x. YP double prime will become positive again, exponent negative x. So that's it. Next step is multiply in the original equation. Y double prime plus 4y prime plus 4y equals to exponent negative x. So y double prime is c exponent negative x. Okay, plus 4. Y prime is negative c exponent negative x. Plus 4y. Y is c exponent negative x. Is equals to exponent negative x. So let us simplify this one first. Okay, there's this term that we can cancel, right? So this 4c and negative 4c exponent negative x. So c must be equals to c exponent negative x equals to exponent negative x. So c must be equals to 1. Okay. So your yp, okay, yp is this one. We substitute the value of c is 1, so yp is just equals to negative exponent negative x. So y is equals to yh plus yp. So your y is a exponent negative 2x plus b exponent negative 2x plus exponent negative x. That's it. Okay, easy peasy, right? So we look at the next case, which is on the cos and sine. Okay, if you have any question, just interrupt, okay? Okay, so the answer is here, correct? Okay, find the general solution for the given equation. Okay, general solution. So now, again, it is y double prime plus y equals to 0. So m squared plus 1 equals to 0. So m squared equals to negative 1. So when you do the square root, it will be what we call it, complex number. So this is complex root. So m is equals to plus minus square root negative 1. So m is this one is equals to I. I write again. Okay. So here alpha equals to 0, beta equals to 1. Okay, because there's no value on the real part, so it's equals to 0. So your YH is A cos x plus B sine x. All right. Now you see y cos x here. You also have cos x in the fx. So now you need to must choose a correct YP. So this is YH. So what YP you want to choose? YP will be C cos x plus B sine x. But you have cos x also in YH. So you need to multiply the whole thing by x. Okay. So I just put CX here. Or I can just do like this. Okay. Multiply x. So now it's different. It's different thing. Okay, it's better for you to. Okay, I think I'll just. Okay, right. So we multiply the x. Okay, so this is our YP. So it's different thing from the homogeneous solution. So now you need to find the YP prime. So this one you need to use product rule because it's multiplication of x and cos x. X is a polynomial, cos x is a trigo. So it's combined together by multiplication. So you need to use product rule. So let us assume this is U, this is V. This is U, this is V. So the first one we will get C cos x minus Cx sin x plus D sin x plus dx cos x. Okay, so yp double prime. So we will differentiate again, yp prime, differentiate one more time, we will get negative c sin x. Okay, this is product rule again. C sin x plus cx cos x. Okay, and then the third term will be d cos x And the last term, product rule again, plus d cos x minus dx sin x. Okay, can we simplify it here? Yeah. So yp double prime equals to negative 2 sin x minus cx cos x plus 2d cos x minus dx sin x. Okay, so it's quite long, but it's possible. It's still possible. Don't worry. So we substitute back in this one. So yp double prime plus y equals to cos x. Okay, so yp double prime is this one. So negative 2 sin x minus cx cos x plus 2d cos x minus dx sin x plus y is cx cos x plus dx sin x equals to cos x. So we just choose the term with cos x, okay? To compare that one, the term with cos x is there any? So we have 2d here. 2d only, right? Without the x, yeah. So 2d cos x is equals to cos x. So 2d equals to 1, right? And then for the sign here, negative 2 sign je. Sorry, it's not 2, it's c. Negative 2c. Negative 2c because they see c. 2c. Okay. So d is equals to 1 over 2. Negative 2c equals to sin x equals to 0. So 0 sin x. So negative 2c equals to 0. C must be equals to 0. Right? So only D have value. Okay. So your yp is just dx is 1 over 2. 1 over 2 x sin x. So this is your yp. So you just compare the term that we have cos x and 2 sin x. The rest we just can ignore it because we just want to find the unknown. We don't want to solve for all, right? So yp is this one. So the final answer, we'll add them together. So y is equals to yh plus yp. So y is equals to a cos x plus b sin x plus 1 over 2 x sin x. Okay. So is there any question on this example? Case 3. Okay, you only multiply by x. Okay, this one. Only when you have same term in h. If not, we just proceed it. Okay, you must know how to compare. So we obtain for case 3. Case 3. So next, case 4, which is the linear combination of case 1, case 2, or case 3. Okay, if you keep quiet, I understand. I'll assume that all of you got it. I assume that all of you understand so far. Okay, next. Okay, we repeat the same step. Find the homogeneous solution first. So we write again the question y double prime plus 4y equals to 0. Okay, now you want to find the characteristic equation. M squared plus 4 equals to 0. Again, this is complex root. M squared equals to negative 4. So M is equals to plus minus square root negative 4. So m is equals to plus minus 2i. So we have learned this in complex number, right? On how to get this. Okay, in complex number. I call it in Mat 1. So the roots YH will be a cos 2x plus b sine 2x. Oh, thank God, there's no sine and cos in there. So now your YP, okay, let us make fx1 or f1x equals to 4x and f2x equals to negative 10 exponent negative x. So let us equate it like that. So we will find the YP1 first. YP1 will be no more A, C. C x plus D only, okay, because it's power 1. So YP2 will be E exponent negative x. Okay, so now we differentiate, we get C, YP double prime, we get 0. Here Y1, YP2. Okay, it's up to you whether you want to solve YP1 first, then proceed with YP2, or you want to do like this. Okay, so substitute in the equation, it is y double prime plus 4y equals to, okay. So now the equation also we separate, y double prime plus 4y equals to 4x. So this one, y double prime plus 4y equals to negative 10 exponent negative x. So we substitute 0 plus 4 cx plus d equals to 4x. So 4cx plus 4d equals to 4x. So we compare the x term. 4c equals to 4. This one. The next term. 4d equals to 0. Okay. So c must be equals to 1. D must be equals to 0. Okay. So YP1 is just equals to x, because it's 1 here, is 0 here. So YP1 is just x. How about YP2? Okay, we substitute in the equation. Y double prime will be E exponent negative x plus 4. Y is E exponent negative x2 equals to negative 10 exponent negative x. So when we combine together, this is the same term. So when we add them together, we get 5 exponent 5e exponent negative x is equals to negative 10 exponent negative x. So we can compare this term. 5e is equals to negative 10. So e must be equals to negative 10 divided by 5 is 2, right?
Negative 2.
Okay, thank you. So the YP2 is equals to negative 2 exponent negative x. So we add together y, since y is equals to y homogeneous plus y non-homogeneous, YH and YP. So in the end we'll get a cos 2x plus b sine 2x plus x, okay, plus x minus 2 exponent negative 2x. So we obtain the answer here. Okay, you must write the final answer. So that's it for case 4. Okay, is it okay so far? So that's it. The content of today's lecture.
Doctor,
Yeah, okay.
I want to ask for complex number, right? When we find the m,
Mm-hmm.
Because when I use calculator, we can automatically get plus minus 2i. Must we show the working still?
Okay. So, if you use calculator, straight away what you want to write?
So it will be m squared plus 4 equals to 0, and then straight to m equals to plus minus 2i.
Okay, it's okay. So you can skip these two steps.
Okay,
Okay.
doctor, thank you.
Okay. Is there any other
Doctor,
question? Yeah.
for this question, can you show us how the mark can we get? So how many marks are there's 1 point there, which point, so that we can follow your step. No skipping.
You want to skip some step, right?
Yeah.
I think all of the step is you need to write except for this one, the one that your friend asked us now. So this one you can skip. Okay. But you need to show this characteristic equation is very important. Okay, this one is important. Okay, this one. And then you got this. After that, this one YH very important, right? And then FX. Okay, YP1, YP2. So you need to show you differentiate. And then you need to show that you substitute like this, substitution. Okay, all of this is important. I show every important step. Okay, maybe we can skip here where you compare. Maybe you can skip this step. You can straight away give the answer.
So
Okay.
this question, how many marks, doctor?
Yes. How many marks?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It depends. It may be 10 to 15 marks. If like this.
Push.
Yeah, 10 to 15. If it's case 4. Case 4, there are means you need to find 2 YP, right? So this can be 15 marks. Okay. Okay, don't worry too much about the marks. As long as you got the concept on how to solve it, then okay. All right. Is there any other question on this one? Method of undetermined coefficients. So next slide. So this one, I forgot to delete it. This is case 5. So it's not covered for this semester. But
no need.
Yeah, no need. It is in the textbook if you are interested to learn it. Okay, but it's not covered. So that's it. There's no question. Okay, this is for you to do it. All right, this is by case. Case 1, case 2, case 3, and also case 4. The next slide is the answer. Okay, so please do this question, this exercise, and submit as exercise 2.2. Okay, I'll give it together with the recording of this class. So I think that's all. Is there any question so far? Is there any other question? This class is very good. You asked many questions. Okay, I'm going to. Betul, Mat got problem. The Mat saya rosak. Mat ada maintenance.
Last week tutorial, we don't need to discuss.
Today's attendance?
No. The last week tutorial.
The tutorial for chapter 1?
Exercise 2.1.
I give it to you, right? So you have submit.
Yeah, submit. But no need to discuss.
Yeah, because I asked this now, all of you already know the answer. So there's no problem, so we don't have to discuss.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay, oh, you have problem on that one?
I'm not sure about it, but some question I'm a bit confused to do it.
Okay, maybe
I just follow my friend, some read.
So I just mark 1 or 2 answer, I will upload, okay, as the schema for you to check. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Doktor.
Okay. Jawapan tak ada pun. Mana tak ada jawapan tu tadi? Vira, jawapan apa yang tak ada? Which jawapan you referring to? Silap, okay.